Hey everybody, welcome to another exciting episode of NC-17. My name is Josh. Lisa's out doing her thing, which is always a good thing. Today we have the actor from Mother Shucker and the upcoming Twisted Gables, Dan Bailey. How you doing today?
Good,
Uh,
sir. How are you?
I'm pretty good. A little bit tired, but pretty good.
I
So,
know the feeling. I know the
oh
feeling.
yeah. Let's first give a little bit of background of how you got into film and what like was it your genre that you loved, the horror, or what kind of genre you loved, like growing up.
Absolutely, man. I'm the youngest. I'm the baby of the family. So growing up, all my cousins were always older than me, and it was heavy metal and horror. And I got to see the beauties of 80s horror as a child. So I was hooked ever since then. And horror has been, if I'm sitting down to watch a movie, I'm going to watch a horror film over anything else.
Oh
So
yeah,
yeah.
I'm right there with you. So with Mother Shucker, and we'll go up to Twisted Gables. With Mother Shucker, you played pretty much the lead role, in other than
Yeah, yeah.
Carl.
I would say I was outside of Carl's part. Yeah, outside of the actual Mother Shucker. Um, I was the lead of the YouTube team
Yeah.
that met their demise. Yeah.
So in filming that, what was because I know I've spoken to Justin and you know quite a few other people, and they said that the extreme
Mm.
hots and stuff like that. What would you
Man,
say would be the best thing that like your best scene you filmed?
the best scene I filmed, the one I felt, oh man, the most comfortable in is probably the interview scenes when we were on the riverfront at the
Yeah.
farmers market. Um, that was I was in my element there. The other scenes, like my demise and in the cornfields and stuff like that. I was playing my character and I'm like, okay, what we gotta do. But yeah, my favorite scenes were probably the interview scenes because they were so natural. Really, the whole movie was a natural fit for everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody nailed their parts, and the casting was perfect because I think we all played ourselves in a way.
All
Even Carl, even
right.
Carl, we all played ourselves, so it was great all around.
Oh yeah. uh what would you say was the most rewarding thing with Mother Shucker after it came out and everything like that? What would you say would be the most rewarding thing?
The beauty of it, man, the most rewarding thing wasn't necessarily the movie itself; it was the relationships that were built
Oh yeah.
making that movie.
Oh yeah.
Um, the friendships that were made, the friendships that grew stronger. Um, and the movie, not to say the movie's not important because it is, it's very important. But the most important to me was the friendships and the family that was grown during the making of that movie.
Oh yeah. uh you're also a wrestling fan?
Absolutely,
uh
lifelong. Yeah.
oh yeah.
Mhm.
So I've talked to Justin a little bit. I've talked to Lex. uh
Mhm.
you WCW, WWE, AEW, which brand is your favorite brand?
Man, if I have to phrase it a certain way, there's never been a point in time in my life where I've never liked WWF and WWE. There have been times I haven't liked WCW, and there were times I don't like. Right now, I'm not liking AEW, but WWE I've always liked, so I would say I'm a WWE guy.
Oh yeah. Favorite wrestler?
And that's such a hard question for a wrestling fan. That's like what's your favorite movie? There's tons, right?
Yeah.
Um, as a kid, I was a huge Hogan fan. I was a Hulkamaniac, had the bed sheets, had the sleeping bag, had the wrestling buddy. In the '90s, early 2000s, I was a Triple H guy, still am. And right now, there's no greater wrestler in this world, in my opinion, than AJ Styles. But so yeah, that's my opinion.
Oh yeah. All right, that's a good pick though. You know. Uh so let's go a little bit into Twisted Gables, and if you want to give
Yeah.
a little synopsis about your character and like how your character is portrayed and stuff like that.
In Twisted Gables, my character, I play the judge, and a judge of a small town. And judges in small towns are always very powerful men, always in small
Yes.
towns, always. But I'm the type of powerful man you cannot stand. I'm out
Uh,
for me and me alone. It's about me. It's
all right.
about this being my town. I'm the guy you just can't stand.
All right. Uh, so I saw the trailer. I haven't seen the movie yet. I've said that probably 20 times already. I've seen the trailer, and I'm calling it the slap heard around the world.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
uh,
I still hear the ring. Yeah.
uh, so I got Cassie's take on it.
Yeah.
What would be your take? Because everyone says you say just go just all in.
You got to. Um, in acting, to me, acting is taking a fake situation and making it as real as possible, bringing it to life.
Yeah.
There would have been no other way to film that smack other than a real smack. I mean,
Okay.
you knock my head off. That's going to be real because if I pushed you to the point in real life that you were going to smack me, you're going to knock my head off. And there was no other way that it would not have looked good if it was filmed any other way.
Oh yeah. Uh, how long did it hurt afterward? Just curious.
In a few minutes, a
A
couple
few
stings.
minutes.
She didn't stiff wrist me. She was loose on the wrist, so that helped a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So you play the judge who
yeah,
your family and the Gable family kind of cross paths,
absolutely.
and
Yeah, there.
without giving away too much, do the paths cross in a way of like one family is going to win and one family is not?
I will say that, and I'll give you an example of let's take war for example. There's battles that are won and lost, but ultimately, who wins the war is the victor. This movie's a war.
Okay.
That's all I'll say.
Oh yeah. That's a good way of putting it too, because you didn't give away nothing, which is good.
No,
uh
but you know exactly what I meant.
oh yeah. So we're talking with Lex. He said that there's some scenes that are just pure brutality in this movie. He didn't go into detail. Would you say the same, that there are like brutal scenes that are maybe even for like the weak stomach might make them nauseous?
Maybe, knowing our audience, probably not. But if you go into this thing not being a true horror fan, oh yeah, you might get a little queasy. But I will say this, without giving anything away, when these things start to happen, you're gonna you've been waiting for it. That's all I'll say. You
Okay.
you've been desiring to see this kind of stuff when it happens. So that will bring a different element to it in a way.
All right. Uh, so I'm gonna take it that your character is the bad guy. That's just the way I'm gonna look at it, just by what
Ab-
you said.
Yeah, I'm a piece of crap. Yeah, absolutely. I am very much the biggest piece of crap in the entire movie. Absolutely.
So would you say it's hard? It was hard to get into that character compared to who you are in real life, because, or do they mesh in some ways just unexpectedly?
They're they're complete opposites, man. I was raised to be very courteous to people and their feelings and to be nice and respectful. But at the same time, I've been on the receiving end of some of the stuff that my character puts things through. So being able to look back at some of those scenarios that I've been in personally, it wasn't hard for me to drag those things out because I've experienced those things before, if that makes sense,
Oh yeah, it
without
makes
giving
complete
anything
sense.
away. I've mingled, not so mingled, but I've had interactions with people um like Judge Slaughter, and I'll just put it that way. So was it hard to bring it out? No, because I had inspiration to draw from.
Okay, okay. Uh, Speaking of, like this film and Mother Shucker, and because I know you guys, like the whole Horrorland media crew, you guys are all like one big family. Do
Absolutely.
you expect to be in further movies with Justin? Made from Justin and directed by him.
I've been told I will, and I hope I am. That's what I can
Right.
say. Yeah. I mean, he's told me, yes, we want you. And I say, yes, I want them. So, yeah, I would say there's a very good chance that's going to happen. And I can't wait for it.
Oh yeah. Uh, any aspirations of maybe directing sometime, or you just want to stay in front of the camera?
I wouldn't mind it. But I know my place as an actor. I'm going to leave that up to them. If they
Yeah.
say, hey, you got any ideas? You know what I mean? But right now, I'm here for them to use me as an actor
Oh,
in any way they see fit. But if they come to me and say, hey, you got any ideas? I've got ideas.
oh yeah. uh, with Twisted Gables being done and already on the site to be able to be bought, what is your hope for the film, to, like going out to the masses?
I hope that it catches a following, and I hope that, and this is without giving anything away, but I hope non-horror fans will give it a shot because there's something for everybody.
All right.
There's really something for everybody in this movie. Um, there's funny moments, there's high drama, there's high brutality, and I don't want this film to just be considered a horror film. It is,
Yeah.
but I feel like it's so much more than that. I feel like there's something for everybody with Twisted Gables. Absolutely.
All right. So I don't know if Justin and Lee or Carl have told you, but I have seen Mother Shucker
Mhm.
so many times. Like I think in my right hand to God, make you strike me dead right now. It's over 80 times already.
Wow,
That's
it's good, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's got
that
to
is
be.
good.
Watch it that many times, it's got to be good. Yeah,
But like I don't watch it. Like sometimes I do watch it by myself, but most of the time I'm showing it to somebody new.
that's we appreciate that. That's awesome. Yeah,
And the general consensus is every single person. There's been like one or two people who was like, not my cup of tea. Okay, cool.
sure, sure.
But the general consensus is that all you guys acting together just kind of made them feel like they were part of the film because they could relate to each, someone in the whole crew.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it was, to me, it's in my Hall of Fame. I'm weird. I have a Hall of Fame, but it's in my Hall of Fame.
Hey, yeah,
Uh, and I just know that if Twisted Gables is a completely different movie than this, I just know that Twisted Gables is probably going to be up there. Because I rate 1 to 10, 10 being best, one being worse. I
yeah.
think this is going to be the first. I'm hoping this is the first 10 of 2025. So
I Once you see it, if you love Mother Shucker, now I will say that these are two completely different films as far as story concept, that sort of thing.
yeah.
But if you love Mother Sugar, dude, your Twisted Gable is going to blow your socks off, no
Oh yeah.
doubt.
Uh, what would you say to, and I give everybody this time to say something to the people who are trying to get into the industry. What would you say to anybody trying to write, direct, act, produce anything?
Just do it. Just do it. If you're into writing, write something. Write something. Send it to everybody that you possibly can. Um, if you want to produce something, get a camera, do something, produce it. Um, I've made short films, just me. You can too. Anybody in this industry, you got to start somewhere and you need to start today. Now, does that mean tomorrow you're going to be in Hollywood? No. Do I ever expect to be in Hollywood? No, but guess what? I'm making movies. I'm acting in movies and just do it. We're living such a beautiful time for technology that anybody can make a movie. Now, it may not be a good movie, but anybody can make a movie. So if you want to make a movie, go make a movie. Do it today.
Yeah.
Don't
All
wait.
right. Uh, so I'm kind of working my way through interviewing every single person from Twisted Gables,
Hmm.
and just getting their different perspectives, and like to me, it's a show of respect that I want to show you guys I respect the art that you guys do. You know, and
Yeah,
so in your words, what would you say would be the the crowning moment of like after all the film was done and everything like that? What would you say would be the most rewarding thing about this movie here, outside of the actual movie?
that this is my. It was so rewarding for me. Um, I've done short films through the years where I've kind of played, I've played the lead because I had to. It was me and a buddy making a short film. I've been an extra on TV shows and movies. I've worked behind the scenes in other low budget movies, but I never was ever given a shot to really show that I'm a good actor. No, I think I'm okay. I don't think I'm the greatest, but I never really had a chance to shine. I never had a chance to really prove myself to others and to myself. Twisted Gables was my time to prove something to myself and to others. So when it was all said and done, I feel really good about it, and it was very rewarding to finally get um, not I'm saying respect, but that chance. Somebody actually said, "Dude, I want you as my lead," and that felt really good. So at the end of it, it's all rewarding.
Uh, uh, so with Twisted Gables done and like I said, ready to be bought on a site which is horrorlandmedia.square.site. Think I got that
Correct.
right. Uh, I'm always going to plug you guys no matter what. uh,
Appreciate it.
what would you say that is there anything that you might have found difficult to film while you were filming this movie?
As far as difficult, how? As far as internally, or as far as like the elements in real life?
Uh, both.
Both. I'm such. I try to be such a humble guy, and I try to be respectful, especially to women. Um, I was raised by nothing but women. So talking bad to women is kind of a struggle, and this movie's full of it, dude. So you know what I mean? Like I found myself, and bless her heart, I've grown to love her. Whitney Smith is in this movie. She plays a small but important part in this movie, and I just berate her. And as soon as he said cut, I gave her a hug and told her I was sorry, and I didn't mean any of it. So yeah, talking, that's so that was a little bit hard. Now, as far as like real life, the barn scenes were horrendous, man. It was cold all night long. And I'm not one to complain, but there was a couple times I almost complained because it was that cold. And
Dang.
man, it was a long and it was a rough shoot for
All
sure.
right. I'm not gonna keep you too long because I know that there's you got stuff to do and stuff. So. But long story short, anyhow, what would be your dream project? Zombie film, vampire, monster, creature. What would be your dream film?
Superhero horror.
Okay,
I'll leave it at that. I got an
that
idea and I don't want to give too much away, but superhero horror. Yeah.
that would be interesting. uh, so I'm gonna let you go a couple minutes and plug your socials where people can reach out, or if you want to plug the film or anything like that, feel free.
Yeah, I'm here to plug Eight Times Productions and Horrorland Media. I'm just a simple guy. I'm a simple married guy with three kids. I don't have a socials. If anybody's interested in, reaching out uh, to get me involved with your projects or something, email me. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. Dan Bailey. You'll see my big beard and my smiling face on there. But I'm basically here to promote Twisted Gables because the more people that see this, this is something great, man. Just like Mother Sucker was something great, and I can't wait for the masses to see both of them. But yeah, 8 times media and Horrorland media. That's what I'm here to promote.
All right, all right. Uh, I want to thank you for coming on the show,
You're very
and
welcome. You're very welcome.
like I tell everybody, you have a place here. You have a home here at NC-17. Almost forgot the name of
Appreciate
my
it.
show. My bad.
It's all right. Long day, you said. It's okay.
Yeah. But yeah, you always have a home here at NC-17. And even if you want to come on and say you got a booger in your nose, you're more than welcome.
Hey,
Uh,
luckily, I get those on the daily, but I don't, you know,
yeah, I get those on a daily. And my wife says, "Go blow your nose." Yeah, I'm like a kid when it
yeah.
comes to my wife. uh, but yeah, again, I want to thank you for coming on. And
You're welcome, man. Thank you.
once I see the film, I'm going to review it, and then hopefully, I'm going to try to see if I can get all of you on a Zoom together.
I'm for it, man. I'm for
If
it.
it works.
I'm
But
for it, man. You've been great. I appreciate it.
oh yeah, no problem. And I'm gonna say it now. The mix-up was my fault. Nobody
It's
else's.
no big deal. No big deal, man. Hey, you said 7. I thought, okay, 7. I had no idea that Michigan, right? I think
Yep.
Justin told me you lived in Michigan.
Yeah.
It did never cross my mind to be like, okay, you live in a different time zone. So I
Yeah.
mean, I'll take some blame for that too, my friend.
Oh no, it's all me. Trust me, it's all me. When I was talking to you, I was kind of tired and I forgot to put Eastern time, so it was my fault.
Hey, I get being the tired man. I understand completely. No worries. No worries.
All right. So until next time, is there anything else you'd like to say to the audience who's going to watch this eventually later on today, or?
Man, watch it. Get ready to get your socks blown off. Twisted Gables is going to be the movie of the year for 2025.
All right. And
Okay.
until next time, stay NC-17.